So we're going to show you a couple ways to finish off the edge of your garments with leather trim. It's just so pretty. We sell this in 1 inch wide, and I can't speak for every type of leather trim out there, but I can speak for ours. The quality is just beautiful. Some is thinner, it's stretchier, and so you want to be careful of that. Typically you're going to sew it on and you're going to have the same color fabric and thread. Well, not necessarily, I guess, different colors, but you would definitely match your thread to your trim. And just in this case, I'm going to use contrasting just so you can see it a little bit better. And what I've done is I've taken my 1 inch wide leather strip and I've just pressed it in half. And a lot of people think that leather will melt, and it won't. And it just needs to be pressed. Just if you set your iron at more like a silk setting, not like a poly. Poly's too high. It will start to melt at that point, but so will other fabrics. But anyway, I'm just going to put my fabric in the pressed edge of my trim. And I usually set my about 3.0 is typically what I set it on. And what you'll notice is that the leather will curve. It'll actually go right around the edge. You can pull it a little bit if you want, but you don't have to pull it a lot. It'll mold the corners. I mean, it'll mold that curve. It's just kind of really fun. So what you're going to do is just keep a hand back here. I am using a Teflon foot, which is perfect for leather. I'm using a regular 7010 needle. Literally sew from both sides. I don't think you should pin it. I think you can pin through leather and it doesn't leave holes, but that is just a lot of work and I don't think it's necessary. You're just going to give it a slight little tug as you go around the corner. My Teflon foot, this is a Viking that I'm sewing on, and it has little marks, kind of little, if you've ever seen a Teflon foot for a Viking, it has little, I'm going to call them little toes. And what those little toes are perfect for is they really help me keep my edge of my leather lined up to that place. So even if you're working with a foot that doesn't have that, and I'll show you what that looks like there, is I would, just maybe make a mark on your leather. So it'll go around curves and both sides look beautiful. They just really look pretty, and it's just it's very easy to do and a really pretty edge. Okay, so that's around a curve. So then if I want to do it around an edge, I'm going to show you 2 different ways to do it around an edge. The first way, I will do it long. So I do the same thing. I just press my leather in half, put it in, follow along with my whatever the guide is on my foot. And I always put a hand back here because I want to make sure it gets pulled appropriately. And then I'm just going to sew right to the edge. And I'm going to cut my leather. And this is how most ready-to-wear is actually done. You can see that you put it in and you go a different direction and it leaves a raw edge. It actually does leave a raw edge of the leather, and you just decide where you want that raw edge to be. So I start again, and I go the opposite direction. All right, so let me just show you what that looks like. It's very nice. I mean, I see it, you probably have seen it quite a bit. It's a very pretty, just cut your threads. And if you're on the same color thread, which you would be, you can backstitch at the beginning. And that way when you cut these threads, you'll know that they'll stay in place. But it's just evenly done like that. Okay, very easy to do. And then on the last way, I'm going to show you one other way. But anyway, on this way, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to miter the corner. Okay, so when you if you want to miter it, and what you want to do, you guys, is just go according to your skills. If you don't feel like you can do this, then keep it straight. And if you don't feel like you can do the straight, go to the curve. So here what I'm going to do is I'm going to come all the way to the edge, just like I did before, but I'm not going to cut it off. I'm going to pull this back, and again, I'm using the stitch length. All right, and then I'm going to literally just fold it around the corner like I would, but I'm going to stitch, I'll do it on this side, you can see a little bit better. I'm going to stitch from the opposite direction. I'm going to stitch both to the corner. If you're doing a long way, then you can always just do a section and then come back. All right, so then what I'm going to do is reach ahead of time. I'm going to fold and fold. And what I'm folding is I'm folding, so that miter corner literally is a diagonal. And I'm stitching right to the base of that triangle to get the miter. And then I turn and stitch right off the cloth. You might not be able to see this close up. I'll show you after I'm done. Now again, if I were using the same color, I just come around and stitch right back on top. That just secures it and makes it really nice and clean. Often if you'll take note and look at a miter corner, you'll see there'll be a couple stitches on there and there won't just be one. And so there you can get a really nice miter, and it really looks pretty. I haven't even pressed it, but boy, is that a pretty corner. So the last one I want to show you is if you wanted to just bind the edge, and that way we don't press this. We simply do whatever seam allowance you want to do, and again, you can do this around a corner. You can do this however you want to. Typically, you're going to sew about 1/4 of an inch, and you'll do the right side of the leather to the wrong side of the fabric, and then the whole thing will just flip to the right side. And this is just such a pretty way to finish. And you know, I would definitely take the time to press this. I'm not going to because, and then again, pick your mark on your foot. I think that the whole mark thing on your foot is one of the reasons, probably sounds bad, but it's one of the reasons I love a Viking is I love this Teflon foot. I think it's amazing how easy it is to sew with it. All right, and then you have that. So you can see how pretty that is as well. Now, if I'm sewing this, anytime I'm sewing leather, you guys, if you don't get it exactly right, let's pick a place where I didn't get it right. Those look really good. Well, where didn't I get it right here? Let's just say I pressed, and I think the big key in the beginning especially is you want to press, and you want to be very careful in your pressing so that you can, you know, that's really all it is being careful in the press. If you're careful in the press, the sewing is really simple. But let's just say you didn't get a certain part straight. You can go back in on leather. Remember, it's just a simple little, you know, it's just a raw edge. And you can go back with your little scissors and you can trim it up. So you can make it exactly what you need it to be because you can always go back and trim it. All right, so those are just some simple ways to finish it. The leather trim is all over for fall, and I really want you to know how to do it. Hope that helps. Happy sewing!